What do we call an old soul? Old soul is somebody who has come and gone many times. Old soul is somebody who has learned a lot of life lessons, have lived many lives, died many times, been married many times, had children many times, has lived a life. And they have gained a certain wisdom out of it. They are called old souls. They are usually less about material things and more about spiritual things. Most enlightened people have lived a lot of lives, and for over the lifetimes they have been working on themselves and growing and working and growing and growing, eventually to coming to a point where they can have their freedom from this continuous life and death reincarnation and have their freedom from karma. Reincarnation. Almost every religion believes in reincarnation. That's a very different thing. I believe Bible used to have references to reincarnation also, but they have all been edited out. But you go to the Indian subcontinent from Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism, Sikhism, they all believe in reincarnation, and that you progress through different stages of life. From all types of animals, you come up to a human, you can be a young soul, and then you graduate higher and higher again. So there has to be something to this. Buddha, who is, I consider, the scientist of mind, Mahavir, who I think is also as scientific as Buddha, and they both were sort of contemporaries, lived in the same time, about 2,500 years ago. Even Buddha believes in reincarnation. Not a little bit, quite strong. As a matter of fact, if you go into the Buddhist literature, you can find stories of Buddha's previous life. And they're called Gatakas. They are tales from Buddha's previous lives. What do I have to say about it is that many times, I'm sure you have felt, and I have also felt, that people come in my lives that I know that they should have always been here, that I know them from before. I've never met them in this life, but I know them. The other thing that I also always found is that one life is not enough to learn all the lessons that this life has to teach me. So yes, I might have to come back again to learn other lessons, more lessons, all the lessons that point me towards my true home. All beings, we are children of God. We play not only in this life, but we play in all lives, chasing our desires, from one desire to another, to another, to another, to what you can eat, what you can grab, what you can play with, what you can have, power, money, bodies, all of that is there. But eventuality of this is that one day you will tire. You will tire, and as one day as an old soul, you'll say, enough. I want to go home now. I have played in the material life not only for this life, but I've also played in this material world in previous lives. Time has come that I go home. I go home to my divinity. I go home to the God within me and everywhere. I want to go merge and reunite with God. This happens. All life experiences throughout different lifetimes are leading us towards that realization. Some people get that realization. And then they dedicate their whole lives towards getting their freedom from this rounds of births and karma. There's a Sikh hymn, and it's a beautiful hymn. Bahut janam bichhde the madho, ye janam tumhare naam. Beautifully said. He said, I have been away from you too many lives, God. For too many lives I have been away from you. This lifetime I dedicate to you. There does come a time when a human being says, I have played in this game of matter and bodies and money and earth for too long. I want to go home. That's the day spirituality dawns in a human being. They want to go home. And that's the beautiful thing.